minutes past the hour of 10 as we welcome you now to Radio Market. I think hear Miles a bit. That's Jeffrey Miles Brooks, the late great. He had looked like Jacob Killamilla, ain't it? Yeah. As I say, good morning to my co-host. And our guest, she come in a part of radio market. Oh, you realize?
Have a fan base.
She's a part of radio.
She's a part of radio. But she and then she can she abandoned us when she done.
Yeah, she honorary member. She's an honorary member.
Honorary member, yes.
I even have a T-shirt this week.
I'm telling you, and look good.
That's
on
our
it,
gift to her for this, being here with us.
Yeah.
And the color.
Yeah, look good on her.
Look good on her.
She look like people.
Listen, I feel blessed to be amongst these two beautiful ladies.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And we are blessed to be among two handsome men.
We thank you too.
Oh, you saw your morning thing, no man.
Good morning.
Okay. Thank you, boy. Thank you. Good morning, Yvette.
Good morning, everybody.
Are you? Today is the 12th of April. Me dance the 13th, you know. And Bob Hull, who always in tune to nostalgia and everything else, say, laughing, you know, about today is the 12th. Send a WhatsApp, laughing, you know. Yes, so today is the 12th of April, and we are in the Easter season.
Yep.
We're in Lent, the Lenten season, and we're going into Easter next week. So next week is the Holy Week, as we call it, from tomorrow. Holy Week begins. Then you got Holy Thursday, Good Friday, and then
Palm Sunday.
Easter Saturday.
Tomorrow is Palm Sunday.
And tomorrow is Palm Sunday.
Yeah.
Yes. And then you go. And then the usual, I like Palm Sunday because I really had been able to see the churches marching and going, you know. But that was something that we used to look forward to as children coming up. Go watch Methodist and Moravian and some marching up the road. So what happening tomorrow?
And what's the talk about the
on
donkey
Palm
business?
Sunday, huh?
What's the talk about the donkey business?
Yeah, what happening on Sunday? Because Yvette was giving us a story.
Well, I went to the service on Wednesday at the Anglican Church, and the Methodist minister announced that they'll be meeting at the circus, all the churches, and then they'll walk up 4th Street, and each church would branch off according to where they're situated, you know. But he did say that they will be led by a donkey, and he will be riding the donkey. I'm just saying what he said. So we look forward to that.
But he he looked like a down to earth person. So I think he know donkey to operate because donkeys are just got their own way when they're ready.
Exactly, or not move.
Or just don't move, you know.
You better have the right donkey for real.
He's from here?
No, he's from Antigua.
Okay.
Yeah, but he is a real, I love him.
I like him.
You know? But I think he should know that donkey don't play.
I'm expecting to be watching, even if I'm watching from abroad, and see him on this donkey because he said he would, and he has to.
You think he should wear a helmet?
I would.
For safety, yeah?
For
safety.
Well, once he said come up, it's come up, right? Yeah, you guys say come up.
But come up with a lot of speech. Is war he need to be able to say?
War.
Yeah. He got out to say war.
You remember Cornelius' donkey up the high school? When you jump on that donkey, how do you hug the fence? So you skin good in up on the
Oh my goodness.
I didn't know Cornelius had a donkey.
Yeah. And he was a giant of all.
I know he was a giant, but I didn't realize he had a donkey.
Yeah.
And he was one strict man, see?
Oh,
he used to got people by the breath, you know.
He thought the school was
I said, no lessons and no invaders up here today.
He thought.
Sure, Cabo, now we used to have a donkey.
Yeah.
And where did
Who?
Cabo?
Who is Cabo?
I asked a man named Cabo.
Calbo?
No, Cabo.
Okay.
He died though.
Okay, but I think I need, what time it going to be? About 9?
You saw this?
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
No.
It probably is
8:30.
earlier so that they can get to
8:30?
No,
church for 9.
8:30.
Because
And I don't think it's a long service.
No, because you have to get back to church. And I think
To
church
start,
is
yeah,
about
right.
9.
Well, I think I'm going to have to go down the road to see that.
I think it should be
It should be
interesting.
interesting.
He just be live there.
Huh?
They be live on
Really?
TV, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but in Toronto I think it's on Good Friday that they have a reenactment of the whole Good Friday
Crucifixion,
scene.
okay.
I went once and freaked me out. I didn't like it.
Yeah.
Didn't like it.
not
The
a good-
beating and everything.
Yeah.
I was out of there. I could
Yeah.
not. Mm-mm.
It's not my favorite time of year.
I don't.
No, and you see, that is, it really means then that y'all understand, that we understand that it could get to us like that. It had to happen. And he had to be the Christ, because nobody could take them blows.
Well, that was his purpose, and he went through it.
Radio Market, morning.
Good morning, Miss. Good morning to you.
Morning,
That person, the other person in the studio than who I normally hear, sounds like Yvette. Is she?
Leo, please do not call me name.
I'm sorry, my dear.
Leo, please
Because
do
of who
not
you are,
call
I
me
definitely
name.
recognize the voice.
Yeah, it's me. How you doing?
Oh, I'm very well, and thanks for asking. And you okay?
I'm fine, thank you.
I'm happy to hear that. Young woman, hearing your voice is like seeing you in person. How lovely it is.
That's so nice. Where are you?
I am in St. Kitts, still here.
Oh, I've been here since January and I haven't seen you.
That's okay. I'm going to see you one day.
I'm leaving today.
Well, I'm at the airport.
Okay. Well, I'll be there in a little bit, so I'll see you.
Okay, all right. I tell you what,
Take care.
I called to say to Wanga and Dennis, I did not know. But on Thursday this week, I heard a voice of a woman. Sounds like well-known, famous falsetto, such as Smokey Robinson of the Miracles, Frankie Valli of the Four Seasons, Barry Gibbs of the Gibbs Brothers, BG, and Robert Planton of ZIZ Radio, which of course sings in several groups, 12 of them. That woman encourages me to listen to that radio program on Thursday. When I hear her voice, I feel the presence of God existence and His manifestation, a creation of talent that He gave us all. Young woman, please continue. I am going to ask them to make a space available for music festival. I am coming to see you and listen to you. However, one last note. I want to say, I'm a poet. I write, but I don't publish. Life is full of joy. Its appearance is exciting, that provides happiness and accommodation that fulfill our needs. Have a good day, everybody, and thanks for listening. You take care. Goodbye.
Thank you. Have a
Thank
good
you,
day,
Leo. God bless you. Thank you. And to God be the glory.
You know his brother Eddie Dembodo?
Huh?
You know his brother Eddie Dembodo?
Elba and them? Yeah. Thanks, Leo. Yes. So we were talking about the Easter tide. And it's a big thing for us.
It
right?
always has been.
Yeah. Especially the Easter Monday after, And what I liked as children growing up, we used to really reverence that season. The music on the radio was different.
Yeah.
Oh, you couldn't
Palatable. You couldn't play a Quelbe. You had to play. I mean, even if
the entire Lenten season.
Yeah, was and it used to reflect that.
And
then
so for the final week. For
yeah,
week. Oh,
and then
man.
Good Friday, it's like everybody gone church,
All in
Every
school,
church
all
full,
in
school.
school,
Yeah.
The whole Lenten season.
Yeah, it was.
Charlie, what used to happen at 12 o'clock on a Good Friday?
You bust the egg and...
Yeah.
But nothing happened
white
at
of the
12
egg.
when you bust the egg, yeah. That's at 12. You had to
And-
get
I thought it
to
was at 11.
and
But
if it-
anyway, somewhere around.
Somewhere
12
around
o'clock,
there.
midday. And if you
Okay.
dig... if you
Sisal
pluck a
tree.
sisal tree and you dig it, you get
The coals.
Coals,
And if you cut the barricade,
You get
You're supposed to see blood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I never
A
see
lot
all of
of
that.
that,
So.
I see them, I could testify. You see them Jews down.
Radio Market, morning.
Good morning, Megan and Giselle. Happy birthday to Rani Rascal.
All right,
Morning
Paulo.
from Paulo.
Thanks, Paulo. Have a good day.
Sexy Paulo. And to the lady, all the best to the lady, even if I don't know her.
Thank
Okay.
you, Paula. Who is Paula? Tell me who Paula is.
The voice so gorgeous. And big up Dennis and Rango.
Okay, Paul, thank you.
Good morning, Paula.
And my niece here from Florida.
Okay, Paula.
Oh, yeah, big up. Love you all.
Love you
Love
too,
you
Paula.
too.
Take care.
Have a blessed weekend. Bye,
You
You
too,
guys.
my
too.
dear.
Thank you.
Be safe.
Who does
Can't
Paula
describe
belong?
Paula. Okay, you have to
No?
see Paula.
Does she live in Bastille?
No, she live in the country.
Oh, okay.
You have to see her. You can't, I can't describe her.
Okay.
Good morning, Radio Market.
God bless you.
Hey, good morning, Jazzy.
Hi, morning.
Good morning, Wango.
Good morning.
Good morning, Boya.
Well, good morning, Reg.
And that beautiful lady.
Okay, bye.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to go back Canada to all bye.
You know,
Yeah.
miss you. You sound very nice. That you could continue with Jazzy and Wango.
Thank you very much.
You know, that we get our talent exposed more. You know, Jazzy donkey
That's good.
is a polite animal. Is the way you treat them, they behave in the rude way. You have
Okay.
donkeys that will be loyal.
That's it.
I used to ride my donkey in town up the village. Leave Monkey Hill and go down the village. Ride my donkey, go to walk at factory. You know. So, and my donkey know when he reached to the end of the road, by the line gate by Gilad, he stopped and he listened and then he crossed the road. You know, that's how
He did, you know.
he always stopped when he reached across the road.
You tell it, son, now?
Well, I stop him. I just want to chain him when he reached across the road, he stopped and
Okay.
listen.
Okay.
Yeah, and then he move again.
Mm.
Yeah.
All right, thank you, Bob.
And he's straight, yeah.
Thank you.
All
You
right.
hear?
Yeah.
Take care. Remember, we had a song we used to sing? What it was again? Tingaleo. Come, little donkey, come. Me donkey walk, me donkey talk, me donkey eat with a knife and fork. Oh, you know them there?
You know that, Chapel?
Them is the folk songs.
Water.
I know
That one
I
too.
don't know.
But me donkey walk, me donkey talk, me donkey eat with a knife and fork. Tingaleo.
We can,
Yeah.
you could sing it over, yeah.
I done sing it on to one. I can add it on to doing those on me.
Makes sense. That's the last
That
voice,
me the
yeah.
laugh. That me the vamp.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Yes, so I mean, those three things, I never see it. I tried already, but me never see it.
Yeah, I see them.
The white in the water.
Oh, yes, yes,
The-
yes, yes.
the
I did
thing.
do the egg white. We used to do
Where you had girl church? Can't think I see it, you know.
Mother Clark swore it was the Statue of Liberty and that I was going to the States.
Oh, okay, you went?
I've been there, but you know, I never, ever, she thought I would move to the States.
Oh, okay, okay.
That's too
Yeah,
fast
I-
for me.
I see
Yeah.
right?
I think I see one with a
Like
church.
a church, yeah.
And what happened to the bridge?
But it's just the formation that
They just thinking we
was
had,
likely
yeah.
to take, you know.
Yeah.
It's like looking at the
I
clouds.
think I'm going to try that. We should try that. I want to see if it can happen.
Do I tell
Try
you
it, one
that?
go. Try
Me,
it.
not me.
Oh, boy, I think I your
You can't
grandchildren.
touch egg.
Oh, okay.
It's resting.
Good morning, Radio Market.
Good morning, this is Sugar.
Hey,
Good
Sugar.
morning.
What's the word today?
Good morning to Jazzy, David.
Oh, remember you did.
Oh, Sugars, did the marriage take place? I'm very serious about that. You know, I can't have these two
Cats.
individuals living
You know what put it
common law in your house.
Jazzy,
Mm-hmm.
I learned some lessons in my life.
Okay, then.
Ooh,
Lessons in my life.
Yeah.
To be careful of mankind. Be careful of mankind. To make your promises today. And tomorrow they change their mind. But I'm a truthful man and I love truthful people. I'm an honest man and I love honest people. Yvette Safe Light.
You serenade him?
Yeah, Sugar.
Sugars, are you married? Because Sugars,
Hello dear.
are you married?
I'm married now.
Okay,
All right,
I'll be back in November.
thank you, Sugar. See you.
Yvette, I'm going to send you down by Little God.
Say it by where?
Leaky Bird, that
I'll
means
send you
wedding
down by
ring.
Little God.
Okay.
Let me take all these because
Hey, Sugar, you got to consult with Blackie, you know. What's up with that?
But Blackie, bloody, to the God, let me. Bye. Hello, it's it.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
Have a good day.
Have a good day,
Yeah,
sugar. So he love Blackie bad. Y'all call our winner is Radio Market. Okay,
Radio
last
Market.
week we had 4 things on the market. We had one full Serta mattress for $1,000, 6629777. Then someone said I needed 2 kittens. May have to get them from New York. So somebody said I got kittens to give, ain't it? I think so, 765-5816. You could call that number. And somebody had one deep freeze for $2,000 EC 663, the same number. And coconuts, no, they were so close. 663. Okay, no, they ain't close. 7569, and somebody had coconuts $3 each. 661-7528 for Joy Coconut. The Joy on them. Good morning, Radio Market, Joy.
Yeah, man, you think sugar. I forget to ask them something. Dennis, because he come for the cat then?
No.
Because the looking cat, they don't keep, a lot of people keeping cat now.
No.
For putting the ganja farm.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What the cat do? Oh, the rats.
Yeah, it's
Okay. All right, thank you.
I so long cat them, nobody can get them up there on one thing and so far.
Okay.
All right.
All right, Daddy Bo. Yes, boy. Anybody on the...
Yeah, we have Ramona Crawford. Say good morning,
Ramona.
Charles Wong and Dennis.
Welcome,
Have a
Ramona.
most beautiful, happy, and lovely weekend. Charles said, I really just be looking forward for the program every weekend. It's like I'm back home. Y'all are doing an amazing job. I love you guys. Jackie says, greeting and salutation, family. Giving praises to the Almighty, regardless of what trials. We are fortunate to be able to gather around your table and feast on your show. Truly grateful. Blessings.
Yeah, my sister, morning.
Tau says, Wanga, I see you already mentioned my grandfather, Cornelius.
Yeah.
That man didn't just.
I'm telling you.
I would mean not saying good morning to the A team, Dennis Wanga, Jazzy, D and Ramadan from Maynard. Ramadan Maynard is in Virginia. Have a blessed and safe weekend.
Yeah.
Thank
Listen,
you, guys.
I want you guys to like us on Facebook and YouTube.
And subscribes to
Us on ZIZonline.com. It's important. Just that little tick is important.
Yeah. Well, me and about the tick and so.
Yeah.
And the like and so.
Because what happens
The algorithm picks it up.
at the same, anytime.
But even using big words.
Excuse you?
The algorithm.
Yes.
Hey. All right,
Anytime
now.
you subscribe to us, what happens is that
you're
every
being
time we
informed.
come on program, you're being informed. There's some kind of a notification that lets you know that we're up.
Okay.
You see, he said some kind of a notification. I said algorithm.
Algorithm. Big word. Algorithm. Okay. Good morning, Radio Market.
Hi, Secretary. Good morning.
Morning.
Hey, I got some mango coming on.
What?
Okay, some mango again.
Oh, okay, cool. But hey, that's Poochie. This guy used to harass me and Mick from Nevis. Okay, Poochie said he got mango. Poochie, thanks, but
Oh, I wish
it's all right.
she was close enough for
You
me
have
to get
mango?
on.
Me and about mango season coming back up. He said it's come like he said.
And you see,
So-
we're going to have a lot of mangoes this time
Oh,
around.
don't say, don't talk.
The crop gonna be a late one though. Last year we had already started eating mango. Yeah?
Okay. Let me ask you a
Um,
question, Wango. We're talking about Easter. We're talking about kite. You remember what was the famous type of thread that we used to use for two things? We used to use them for.
I can't recall what they had name, but it's basically the thread that we used to fill with mother bobbin with for the sewing machine.
Yeah, the number 10.
And the spool had on an ankle.
Number
Yes.
10.
Yes.
And we used to use it to make tops also.
Yeah. And to go jig with little Korean song.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
That's the thread they used to sew in?
Tread wheel,
Yeah. Number 10 was a very famous. Listen, you go by the tailor or the seamstress, you're begging for a number 10 tread wheel.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's the tread wheel it mean?
Yeah.
Okay, because you said the tread, I thought you was wondering.
With the plywood kite.
With the tread too?
With the tread too.
Catch little Kowali with you know.
It was a very
But how
strong.
about the clothes never used to match up?
With a
Or
very
the clothes used
strong
to
thread.
come away from the tread?
And because it had so much on the reel, when we allowed the kite to go, you couldn't even see it really.
It ain't that big. Oh, that was that big, like the what the thread you
fishing
use?
reel? That is?
No, the thread that you use for to knit and so them the stronger
crochet?
one. Not the crochet. A stronger one,
A wooden spool,
and
Wooden spool.
Oh.
As some tell you to actually shape it down to make tops. All we had to do was plug it, put a filling inside, double inside of it, and put the nail in.
Oh.
Used to get boss quick though.
Yeah. But it was, an alternative way of making your top.
That's
Jazzy,
it.
ain't nothing
Is
about
that-
that, Jamango.
Eh?
Jazzy, there ain't
No,
nothing
no.
about
But-
that.
But what are you thinking?
I called to Marty.
Rested.
She couldn't come out.
What are you thinking is the creativity, that's what got me,
Okay.
How creative are you as children?
Because the idea was to use what you got
To get what you need.
what you want.
Get what you need, yeah. But then, because after a while they had bring in some ready-made top.
Yeah.
But them top, they
Them
never
must-
sweet,
they
They never
must
sweet.
too.
Yeah, they never sweet.
No,
And the
because
tops could sing.
Yeah.
because with the tops that they used to have, we used to have to take out
The plug.
the plug
Yeah.
and put in your own nail in there.
Yes.
I still had to learn to spin a top. Me never do it. I can't do it.
What was the worst thing in spinning a top?
Getting it to been
The worst.
thing.
Slingshot,
Right on.
sling.
Tie
No.
line,
Tie lines that
Yeah, when
come back and
somebody-
bust your mouth.
yeah.
What?
Yeah. Because it didn't come off.
just tie line.
Me and the Thailand. Good morning.
The line gets
Radio
tied.
Market. We have a caller.
Top,
Good morning,
the
everybody.
line.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Wanga, Dennis, Jazzy, we are special guests. This is Tao calling.
Tao?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Oh, cool. Yes, I had asked him to call and tell us about loaf. Yeah, Tao.
Yeah, well, before I do that, I just want to thank you guys for, you doing immeasurable work in terms of, bringing us up to speed, nostalgia, and just even keeping me in touch. I mean, I've tried to log in from Brazil and different parts of the world. Sometimes it's difficult, but it's always worth it to hear you guys on the radio.
Thank you so much.
Right? You're welcome. And so I wanted to say, Jazzy, I shared with you my not-for-profit, our not-for-profit, and it's called LOAF, Lion Means of Wally Arts Foundation. And this coming Thursday, April 17th, we're having a talk in New York. And it's a panel discussion, but it's going to be like Jack and Penny Martin and a representative, Dr. Suma from St. Lucia. We have David Commission from Barbados, and then we have a psychologist talking about the effects of immigration and so forth on people of Caribbean descent. But his name is Theo Carlos Strad, and he's from St. Lucia also. So just really wanted to say, for all people in the diaspora in New York City, it's a free talk, but come out and check it out. And to tell you a little something about Loaf, we thought that it was necessary because we've received it so much from other scholarships and so forth. We thought it was necessary to take back our pay forward. So Loaf really came about to give academic scholarships to children in St. Kitts and Nevis, leaving primary school to go to high school. And so, we do one student in St. Kitts and one student in Nevis and pay for the duration of their high school, uniforms, computers, whatever. So that's one of the things that we do, but we also have to raise funds. And so the other thing that we are doing and we do is that we put our events that amplify the arts and culture of St. Kitts and Nevis. So I know I just said a lot, but I'm in a noisy space, and I just wanted to make sure that you hear me. But I'm here, so if you have any questions. But
So it's
online finally.
Thank you very much. We're having a little difficulty hearing you properly, but I got the overview. Yes. So, any questions, guys, or y'all with loaf? Do you know about it? Any of you know about loaf?
Yeah, that's that organization based in New York.
Yeah.
Tao is a part of that.
That's what he was saying. So I was wondering if you never heard about it. First time I heard about it to Tao is when I got the I think I got a flyer. Because Theo Carlos Strawn is my nephew and Yvette cousin. Yeah, my sister's son.
My uncle Dajina Gum's daughter is also a part of it. She's
Okay.
writing a book.
Yeah.
What's the lawyer's name again?
So Tao, where is it in New York?
So it's on the upper. Right now I don't have to see it in my head, but it's I sent you a flyer and I can send it again. But it's on the Upper East Side, so it's like 76th Street. Easy to get to via train. Let me see if I can pull up the flyer real quick.
I have it. It's 540 East 76th Street, New York, New York, 10021.
And it's a nice little theater and it's free of charge. But one of the things that we ask is that people just tap into the website just to register because, security in New York and head count, so that matters,
I'm looking at the topic, though. It sounds big. The migration of Caribbean nationals to the global north, a transnational experience.
Yeah. So what we basically mean is, this is something we've thought about for a while, but we just want to talk about the positive impact of Caribbean people in the global north, which is like Canada, the United States, and England in particular. So we were talking about the Anglophone Caribbean in particular because we're from the English-speaking Caribbean, but no doubt people from the Dominican Republic and Haiti and so forth have contributed. But we wanted to talk about the positives, and we also wanted to talk about the impact, like the cross-pollination. So what happens here in the global north, so-called, and what happens in the Caribbean. So sending back home of money, but also how culture is transmitted and retransmitted. And so your nephew comes in because he will talk about, whereas the others will talk about like the historical impact. So going back to like Alexander Hamilton and Harry Belafonte and Cicely Tyson and these people, your nephew comes in because he talks about the psychological impact, oftentimes, of immigration. But it's a positive talk. It's a wonderful event. So, we want people to come out.
So we can access it online?
Well, I know it will be, I believe it will be streamed, but that information I have to get to you, and I can always do that, when we get offline.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, Tao.
For sure.
So you're working out right now?
Wonderful. Yeah, I'm in the middle of my Saturday morning exercise, but I just have to run out and touch you up,
Well, somebody sent me a picture this morning and said that y'all have snow.
No snow in New York today.
Okay. I wonder where he lives because he sent me a picture of snow. Snow falling. And so we ain't gonna spring no more?
Man, it's off and on.
Thanks a lot, Tao. Take care. When you coming home?
2 days before I do that, I'll let you know.
You hear that? Yeah, you hear that laugh, dear? Okay, thank you so much. Blessings.
Yeah, right. Love.
All right,
Yes,
okay,
Tao.
blessed love. The eyeglass, as I say, right? That's Tao Baptiste. I want to know how old Tao is, because he well-traveled and he got one load of thing going on. How old is Tao? That's my question. He's a youngster, that's what I'm saying. He probably, maybe Clarissa age. He might be with Clarissa. Even if he might be my Marika. Yeah, his father is a painter like Wanga, and they got the same height. Did anybody ever try to think that the two are look alike?
Mm-hmm. People has asked me.
Yeah. His name, what his name is again? Tumbo. From he lived right next door to where Debbie used to live on Pons Extension.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
You know him, right? That's Tao's dad.
Okay.
Tumba Cornelius.
Tell me.
Yeah, so Mr. Cornelius was his father.
And
Yeah.
this is Tao.
Oh.
Yeah, Tao look hot.
Wow.
Terry, you gotta give your props, boy. I rest them and them look good here. Yeah.
I know Tumba very, very well.
Yeah, so that's loaf and amigo Owali. I got to see. I got to make it.
I hope they get through because, as a matter of fact, they wanted to bring me up there to show my art, showcase my art last year during Labor Day weekend, but financially they wasn't ready to.
Okay. And he is also a photographer, ain't he? He's a photographer? Yeah, he got some awesome pics.
I just feel proud to see where Tao reached, man.
I'm telling you.
Tao is a professor.
Yeah, at the college that I went to, City College, City Community College. He was
knowing how we run on as a youth.
But that's the whole point. That's the thing. We got choices, and we could make the good choices. Is what we choose, you know. Yeah, because growing up for some of us wasn't easy, but then we chose to, just differ from that, and we ain't doing it.
And it's strange. His mom have 2 kids for Tumbo. Tao and another brother named Akil. The brother looked like the father, and Tao looked like his mother.
Oh, okay. Somebody says snow was in Syracuse, New York this week. Okay. And I get a thing this morning saying we got snow. And I was like, what? But if at Futura it seems though, is either spring is either summer and winter. Summer and winter is
change,
like
days,
Yeah. Radio Market, good morning.
Good morning, Jazzy.
Morning. Turn down your radio now because I hear now a feedback and I hearing me.
Good morning. If you take the phone off the radio station, I could give you Tao age. This is Auntie.
This is who?
Tao Auntie, I could give you age.
Oh, well.
But not on the radio.
No problem. I can call you back or you could call me back, okay?
Oh, Jazzy, this is Angela.
Oh, how you do?
I'm good. Tao Auntie, I don't want to give you age, but I
hear you. We'll talk after. You could call me, okay?
Okay, no, this is Auntie, the Angela in Newwood.
Yes, all right. Take care. Angela.
Oh, that's the mother's sister.
She'd make some serious fritters, and when she make them, she'll send for me and so, and I'll be looking forward to them. They all like now, we know it's conky time. It's conky time, right? Now, somebody said people do conky in foil paper.
Yeah.
Why?
But if you can't get the banana,
we come back to people that cook ital in tinsel.
That is not ital. That's food that you cook.
It's tintal.
Okay, it's tintal. And it's tin conky. But it can't have the same effect. You want to open foil paper.
Jazzy, use what you got.
But okay, I could understand if you're in the States and you have to use foil paper. But here, that should be forbidden. You do not make it in foil paper.
Sometimes the almond tree, they have good leaves.
They don't do it in banana leaf too? Yeah, they don't do banana leaf too, ain't it? Most people do banana leaf,
Yeah. The banana to me, the leaf.
You can know by the frozen banana leaves.
Oh Lord.
Well, how else you going?
But up there in Canada, you can understand.
Exactly.
But not
the money,
Yeah, I'm telling you. Oh my goodness.
I have not eaten conky in years.
Really?
Yes.
I do get every year. And me just be very rabid with it, so I do cut a little piece and a little piece and a little piece. Enjoy it to the fullest.
I promised to give me some last year, but Hixie eat them off,
I tell you, it's very
I make, so.
You don't make it, but okay, and you don't use the frozen. I could understand that. I could feel that. You're in Canada, but
the frozen banana leaves,
Yeah.
The Filipinos.
Okay.
So you see, those supermarkets you can get.
In a business. Check it out, child.
I'm telling you, see frozen leaves. Good morning,
Exactly.
Radio Market.
Exactly. You see?
Hello.
Politicians waste too much.
Jazzy, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. So this billing?
No. My name is Mr. Bell. The best way for conky is either almond bush or fig bush.
Yes.
I mean, while you ain't no good. It look sappy, like I don't even know how to explain it. They look sappy.
Okay.
Because right now I got an order for some conky what I going to do to some people, and I using either the almond bush or the fig bush.
So you don't do conky?
Yeah, I don't do conky all the way. Once me do conky when you come on east of me, people, because my grandmother leave it in the will for me.
Okay, I'm glad I'm glad you accept it. I'm glad you enjoy it, you know?
No. So if you want any, you can call me 760-1921.
Okay. I'll call me back. Call me up, yeah.
Okay, no problem.
Let me not say yeah. He hear me say yeah. Yeah.
Conky without a little piece of pepper in it.
Oh, God help
But,
me.
but
Oh,
I
that's why
realize
Fred, good
somebody say
morning.
here-
Huh? Go ahead.
somebody say that they also use grape leaf in Anguilla.
Grape leaf?
Yeah.
Oh. Yes, good morning.
Child, you gotta use what you
Let
got
me tell you
to.
something. I'm from Kayan, right? And a tree bush we use for conky. Common bush, tree bush, and fig bush. Tin foil is to wrap things, not put things in the heat.
When you say you don't use which bush that is, I hear the other two, but the first one was?
Cheney bush. And branch
Cheney bush?
Yes. Then almond bush and fig bush. One of the three you could find. I remember you can't go to them kind of bush there. Of the tin foil. Me. Poison, man.
That's a cardinal sin now. All right, thank you.
For the to wrap things in there.
Yes, that's true.
You know, pass something to somebody, piece of cake, piece of whatever tin foil for.
Mm-hmm. All right.
I cover them things. You mad?
Okay, thank you. So what is Cheney bush?
Cheney bush, it look like the tanya leaf. You know how the tanya leaf look?
Okay.
Not really, you know.
Big.
Big
Okay.
boy, yeah.
But you gotta go mountain to get that.
Oh, Cheney bush. Okay. So that's a third leaf that you be the use.
Yeah, fourth
Well, you
one,
said, who
I
you
tell
said,
you.
you said, and the grape one,
Jim
that's
Gum
4 now.
says Grape leaf.
Grape leaf.
Is used in Anguilla.
So you got grape leaf, Cheney leaf, or Cheney bush, fig leaf, and almond leaf. Okay. That's 4 choices. I wonder if they got any more because.
The almond leaf.
Okay.
The taste
to be the
probably,
conky taste different.
So do you get a I just think say if you get different taste with different bush?
To me, the conky taste completely different in the almond leaf.
Ah. But then foil paper must be ain't gonna taste then.
Ain't gonna taste?
Yeah, ain't gonna taste. And then oh my goodness gracious.
A conky is not a conky without a tang
A tinge of
pepper.
Yeah. Okay. Somebody said they're not getting onto the live. I don't know why. Because we get it
We on both.
we on both. We on everything, right?
Facebook and YouTube, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And the number is 662-8674. 662-8674 if you want to call in. And don't forget, it's Radio Market. So call and sell all you think.
We haven't had any.
We ain't had no callers to sell nothing yet. But it's Easter, so people must be busy, But if you're young to sell since you're going back.
No, and I still haven't gotten my home sweet home lampshade.
You ain't got a lampshade? Good morning, Radio Market.
Look like I print you on, yeah?
It looks so.
Morning.
Wanga, I think you're with that one because once it's conky and you know to make conky, don't care what you do it in, it's gonna taste like conky.
It will taste like conky, but
There will be the authenticity.
yeah.
Yeah, that is what. The authenticity.
But some people.
The authenticity. Good morning, Radio Market.
Yeah, good morning, Johnny D.
Mm-hmm.
The training bush, what the man talking about, right? Is a bush, like when you tanya leaf them, that's the bush what the man talking about. They call it a training bush. But it's much broader than the fig bush and the almond bush them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Aye.
Something with these lines today, you realize? With the
platform,
phone. Yeah. What you say, Boyak?
Talking about a different taste in, for example, a beer drinker would say his beer tastes different in a
A cup.
dark bottle
Yeah.
versus a light bottle.
Yeah, and some will say it tastes different in a
cup
in a
versus
glass.
in the bottle.
Yeah.
And tea tastes better in a teacup.
There you go.
Then in a
There you go.
Good morning, Radio Market.
Good morning.
Uh-huh.
I got some little pigs to sell.
Some little what? You have to turn down your radio. Why are you getting a feedback with everybody today, boy? Turn down your radio a little bit. What you say?
To sell.
What you have to sell?
Some pig.
Pigs?
Yeah.
Okay. For how much?
$200.
Okay.
664 6892.
6892. Got you covered. 6892.
664
6892.
92.
Yes, pigs for sale.
Yeah.
All right, thank you, Bo.
Okay, thanks.
All right, see you.
All right.
Morning, Radio Market.
Good morning, Radio Market.
Yes, it is.
Okay. I have some farm fly, which I had put it on and already and no one called me, but I went back to New York.
But somebody was trying to get them.
Okay, but I had to go. I had to go back and I came back now, and I would like to put them on. I'm selling them out for $100.
That's the farm play.
Yeah, $100. People was asking.
The number that she gave, no one was answering the phone.
Oh, said she had to leave.
Yeah, this is an expensive number, so when I went back, I couldn't get it because,
So what's your number?
Huh?
What's the number you said?
Okay, the number to call, oh Lord. It's oh Lord. Oh Lord.
It's all right, you don't call yourself, so it's okay. If you ain't know it. What it is?
Okay. Right now they could call me at 347-788.
Wait, take your time. 347.
347-788. 2869.
2869?
Yeah, that's the overseas number.
2869?
Yes.
Okay. So it's 347 788 2869, right?
Yes.
That's it?
She needs to get a local number, man.
That's it?
Yeah. I have the local number, but I don't have it with me. I don't remember it. So, yeah.
Okay.
Anybody
All right.
that number is going to go down as an overseas.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
I will call back. then with the
No
number.
problem. Alrighty. Okay. I could call
WhatsApp.
call on WhatsApp.
Yeah. But sometimes if you're not listening in the WhatsApp, you don't call, don't go through.
Good morning, Radio Market.
Yes, good morning to both of you. Yes, conky time.
All right then, bonus.
Yes, they put in a little dust of corn. Yeah, and then you put in your hot pepper. Yeah, and some people put in raisins to burn all the time. And then you conky, you put it in the fruit bush and the almond bush. What else I do it with? A fig bush and almond bush.
All right.
I hear them talking about shady bush. And then them bush where they don't take like fall out with. What's the name kind of bush, because they really are the shady bush. You can't use that for real. So yeah, conquer time, Good Friday time coming up. When you will see a lot of conky. Jazzy, is this lady that who used to sell the conky from Monkey Hill? Because I don't see her now down there under the coconut and she by the China no more.
May I know who that is?
Huh?
I don't know who you're talking about.
Yeah, lady used to talk like a monster and she used to sell there too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I was wondering if I shared the buffang there. Monkey.
Oh, it could be her. I don't know. It could be, because she has monstrous on this and she got people from there, for real. So it could be. I'm not sure. But yeah.
Represent monster.
Yeah, yeah. Good morning, Radio Market.
Hi, good morning, Jazzy. How are you this morning?
Good, thanks.
I'm just calling to say I have some Pampers, some adult Pampers and pull-ups to sell. I'm selling all for $35. I'm selling them out.
Adult Pampers?
Yeah, pull-ups and Pampers. I also
Okay.
have some mahogany Chester jar. They're not Chester jars. They are jars that you can put in your bedroom, maybe next to your bed.
Mm-hmm.
They are real mahogany, and they are huge. I have two jars, and I have three jars, real mahogany, and they are really, really huge.
For how much?
Price negotiable. I maybe sell all of them for $400.
Okay.
Also, I have other things to sell too, but
How much
let
for
me
the
come back
Pampers?
and look at it. The Pampers, I'm selling them out $35 for all. 2X, XL, all the sizes. I'm just selling them out $35.
What's your number?
661 7879.
7879.
Yes.
Got you covered.
You have a blessed day, baby.
Have a good Easter.
Bye-bye. Send me my love.
We're getting the calls, them, you know. Calls are coming to by. Calls are coming to. We got to take a break. Calls coming through. Okay. Anything over there by your end, Boyak?
Hey, a lot.
Mm-hmm.
We have Anika Hanley saying good morning to the Radio Market fans. We used to make conky on Good Friday as well. We have Ramona Crawford saying, Jazzy, good morning to the guests on your program. Tau says, so good being on the radio with you guys. Jazzy, age-wise, Marika and I were classmates in convent.
Okay, got you covered.
We always used to exchange first and second place in class.
I know, right? Oh my gosh.
We have Karen Warner saying, Jazzy got me cracking up with you, with ya and see you. Nancy Waters Bell. Hello, folks. Happy Saturday. Ignition. Blessed day to all. We have Ernestine Henry saying, good morning, Jazzy and company. Looking forward to another great show today. Also shouting up Jazzy for Sammy Maynard, former traffic police officer, who is at this moment listening to the show from Sanford, Florida. We have Tishal Andrew saying, good morning, joyous Jazzy, young gentlemen and the good baker blessing. Margaret Dorset says, always looking forward to this program, so refreshing to see you all and get my laugh living Jacksonville, but from Lodge.
Ah, thank you. Lodge in the house.
Gwyneth Samuel says, who is that? Yvette Belafonte?
Belfonte. Yes.
Yes. Joe, who's
Somebody asked if you were a part of the Carnival Committee way back in the 80s.
I headed the Carnival Committee.
Okay, there you go. Joan Thompson asked that.
Yeah.
We have Cephas Whitaker saying, good morning. One air fryer for sale, new, 400.
Where you sell? I can send you outside a call in, you know.
Yeah, just telling you.
Send you outside a call in on the radio.
For them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Call in. Okay.
Well, you got to call in. You got to call in.
One air fryer?
Yeah.
Air fryer. And what is how much for it?
$400.
400. It's brand new on your brand?
It's new.
Okay. It's just new. Okay.
Yeah. And the number is 662 7058.
7058. Got you covered.
Karen Warner says, Jazzy, like I said, you got me cracking up. Nancy Walters Bell again says, ignition. That's it.
Okay.
Oh, wait. We got more. One more. We got one more. We have Jahida.
Oh, hi.
Good morning, Jahida.
Good morning, my daughter.
He said, good morning, Daddy. Uncle Dennis, Richard, CSM, Auntie Jazzy, and Miss Yvette. Have a blessed and safe, and she says, have a safe trip back.
Safe trip back, Yvette, she says.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much.
Studio.
That's her first daughter, his first daughter.
Okay.
My first child.
I know
Yes.
her then.
Jahida.
Jahida.
Yes.
Okay, I know her.
Okay, we're going to take a quick break and come back. So are you stay? Don't go away. Stick and stay, okay? But don't call are we when the ads on. Call in after the ads them done. Astafan's Cloth Store on the corner of Church Street and Liverpool Road is holding a massive sale. Get 40% off all material while stocks last. Astafan's cloth store since 1942. Always there for you.
Kids and neighbors, it's time to celebrate! We're raising our glasses and saying cheers to 20 years as your trusted telecommunications provider. And because we love our amazing customers, we're giving you the chance to win. Every week, we've got exciting prizes just for you. And that's not all. Step into a cash vault for a shot at $2,000 in cash. To qualify, switch to Digicel, activate a 3-day plan or higher, pay your bill in full, sign up for postpaid or a new Digicel Plus internet package. Stay connected, keep enjoying the best service, and get ready to win! 20 years strong, and we're just getting started. Visit a Digicel retail store today.
Every step you take. St. Kitts and the Divas, are you ready to step up for mental health? It's time to lace up, show up, and make a difference. Join the Development Bank of St. Kitts and Nevis' annual mental health walk run on May 17th at Figgy Bay Lawn, starting at 4:30 a.m. sharp. Choose from 4 package options, starting at just $40 EC. Bring your best friend, your fur buddy, or your entire squad, and let's hit the road for a cause. Win cash prizes from $1,000 to $2,500. Plus special prizes for the best dressed person, youngest participant, and more. Register today at any Development Bank branch or WhatsApp 869-765-4342. Together, step by step, we move for a mentally healthy federation. A huge thank you to our incredible sponsors for standing with us for mental health. Terms and conditions apply.
As we celebrate the death and resurrection of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, the Faith Tabernacle Church of God presents Jesus on Trial, a soul-stirring play to be held at the Kuna Conference Center in Fort Lands on Sunday, 13th April at 6 o'clock in the evening. Pick up your tickets today from any member of the church family or call 665-0546 or 664-8405. Adults, $20. Children 5 to 13 years, $10. Go and be blessed. Okay, we are back. 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 Abby are back. We are back. And we are up and running. Yeah, all right then. Good morning, Radio Market.
Good morning, Jolly.
Hey.
I told you upon the same program about a month ago that things that like in the 60s, everything changed. People cook anything and any style.
Mm-hmm.
I hear one of you remember the program said that we are going to use grape bush. But when I use grape bush down there, we use them to cook and we take them and make fun in. You understand? When we make fun in cold, we cut down grape bush over it. Grape bush is too stiff. All the things that people are calling and say, then people who they don't gone, if they hold the cup again, ain't going to eat the candy from them, you know. They would eat the candy from these people. I'm telling you. And then they wish to make candy without pepper. That's one thing with these people, God. People do everything now and anyhow. This generation no learn nothing from most of the old folks regarding the way. Just how they do cereal. People used to get cereal for weeks. The old people them. No, it's a thing. These are no boys cereal to sell every day. They boil them, in the market and the street and boil them in hot water and you could get them just after that. Not so old people used to do. We mother and stuff, not so they should do. This is set cereal here and when you drink the same cereal there, Some of them are thief, look at the thief from your mother. Otherwise, you can't touch them. How does it?
Yes, thank you. I like your passion, I like your passion. He said if the old people them was around today, they wasn't going to eat a lot of people conky.
True.
Okay, because they can't do the conky like how they would do
Well,
it.
9 out of 10 people made their own. Everybody had on their own.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. So that was, and you realize it's only around Easter time we get conky. Because you don't see it like other holidays and so really. Around Easter time is when everybody get the conky. That's like a tradition. Besides,
like
the
when
aquatic sports.
Mothers Union also have their function.
Oh, yes.
All year round, they call it
Dukunya. It's conky.
Okay, it's conky. It's the same thing. Okay. Good morning, Radio Market.
Good morning.
Hi.
Yes, I have two things to sell right now.
Okay.
I have a device on the smart television.
You have what?
A 55.55 Samsung smart television.
65-inch smart TV?
Yes, a smart TV, Samsung.
Okay, I got you. 65-inch smart TV. Okay, Samsung. Okay. For how much?
1,300.
How much?
1,300.
1,300. Okay, I thought you said 300. I said, oh.
No.
And what the other one is?
It's an ice cream maker.
Really? What kind of ice cream maker that?
Ice cream maker.
Because, huh?
Bye.
Right? I wonder if it's the one that you turn with your hand,
Why would you
ice cream maker.
No, one the modern one. One the modern thing.
Okay. For how much?
That's for 160. 160.
150?
160.
160?
Yeah.
Yeah, and what's your number?
665.
665?
28. 38.
28, 38?
28, 38. 665. 28, 38.
Got you covered.
Got it?
Yes, I have you.
Okay, thank
That's
you.
it?
That's it.
Okay, Ivy.
Yeah, that's it for now. Okay.
All right, thank you.
Cool.
Yeah, but I remember the old time ice cream makers, them. That was the bomb,
You hear the Rasta business in Jasmine?
The old time, Ivy? Good morning, Radio Market.
Yeah, good morning. I have one portable power plane, electric plane for sale.
One? Go again?
One portable power plane for $350.
Boy, I can never want a plane.
I know for them right now.
Okay. For how much?
$350 for it.
How much?
$350.
350, and what's your number?
Yeah. 660-3900.
3900. Got you covered.
Okay, you're welcome.
All right, bye-bye. We're doing good on the market, right? I have to go over them now. But, yeah, we're picking up. Yes, we're talking Easter, right? So we did the egg in the glass, the Cecil, the barricader. We did the conky. Now, what else?
Yeah, touched a little on the kite.
We touched a little bit on the kite.
Yeah.
But kite flying was a big thing.
It still is.
I don't know if it's well, I know they have like before people just used to go fly kite. Now you have like
restrictions,
I guess, and competitions and like persons like.
Is one of the
but that's the big place. Yeah. But do you see it a lot?
But you know what was happening? Something good was happening especially last year. They had the senior citizens were learning how to make kites.
Okay.
Right? They had a kite making program going. And they were very enlightened by the fact that they made their own kite. These were people, maybe when they were growing up, they flew kites, but never had the opportunity to make a kite. But they gave them something to do, and they saw something that was tangible. It was like you're looking at something that's there, that you made. And when I met them, they were very happy about what they did. They're very proud about their making of the kites.
We have a caller. Hi, good morning.
Yeah, there's a tree they call the thistle tree.
Birds eat the seed from the pod that help digest their food. On the stroke of midday, on Good Friday, dig it up, you'll find charcoal by the root.
Yes. Thank you.
Thanks.
Yeah. Yeah, Wanga mentioned that. I mean,
We used to set traps with the thistle, the same thistle, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So the kite flying now. I used to hear my brother talking about putting a razor on the kite and
then
busting.
cut cabbage.
Kite bus.
You walk over behind someone with your kite, and so your kite has to cross over. And it will cross
And
over.
it really cut. It really cut.
Yeah, of course.
As a kid going.
Yeah, but you see, because it ain't like if you're controlling the cut to cut it.
No.
It's go up in the air. So how it, you know,
Because
I just was
the
wondering
tail
if it ain't
The
too.
tail lap out the line. What you pass over and where the tail coming out, you just cut it.
Kite bus.
I see a guy last year like that as a kid going up.
Lord, don't go there, Wanga. Lord, I must say.
I never forget that.
Lord, I must say.
Probably was about 5, 6.
But you know, that's the thing, you know, with the tragedy, eh? These things that come in. But how high have you? Yeah, a
That's
kite.
what I'm telling you, with the number 10 thread.
Yeah.
That you could hardly see the kite.
But sometimes you used to let the kite sleep out just because you don't want to wheel
grab
into it,
take
So how you get back down with it all the way up there?
You have to reel it in.
So you really
Listen, you
rabble it back in for how long?
Wrists get very tired after a while because if you don't have the technique of winding.
Yeah, I see how I do some kind of thing with the hands
That's when you put your thread on a stick.
and a hand. Yeah, and you a lot of attitude, you know.
The people who only got the thread wheel is
like that. And the thing what happens sometimes if you let it go too far. Crop is smoking because what happens is not tied on the wheel. It's just rabbled.
Yeah.
So what happened is just that's it. Slip off. Slip off.
Oh my gosh.
Slip off
left. Yeah.
I have not seen a kite in the air like moving, like how you say, in years. Like Lego and going, and you could see it, and you say, look, that kite.
Ready-made kite.
Yeah,
so they don't go the distance as the homemade kite would go.
I like the tail. I like the tail on the kite.
Plus, on the ready-made kites, you find that the distance that they're allowed to go because it costs money. The string, the more string you actually have on it, is the more money it's gonna cost. So you.
But the ready-made kite can't take the pressure up there neither. Depends on the distance they go out, they start to fall.
Have there ever been any incident where like a plane and a kite somewhere or anything? Are you be always in an area?
No. Since they had made the restrictions, no. Before, no.
I remember before we used to read out something. We don't read nothing now, but I remember back in the day we used to read out restrictions and so and don't fly them where you could fly your kite and where you can't and so. But I don't hear them reading out that anymore.
I guess people get
Canes is past.
Yeah, you used to go to certain areas like the pastures them.
I guess people get aware and know that hey, we can't go in.
Men think they're flying kite like that now. Before we used to fly kite, flying kite was a big thing.
It was a big thing at that time. Yeah,
you had to have a kite.
Yeah, you just had to. If you ain't got a kite, you're upset.
A lot of people flying kite.
Fly kite, but yeah.
Man, I think it's on that large scale like before.
Go on Figure pasture.
Families go out to fly kite. Father and children and mother out there flying kite.
Yeah. One of the sites you can go, or maybe two. You go to Frigate Bellon and you go to Black Rock.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Black Rock. They have a kite flying competition on Good Friday.
Sandy Point also used to have a flying competition. They're into flying kites also.
But you don't see it. Well, I mean, as I said, designated areas.
So it's
I've seen people on the pasture too, you know, but that probably might be restricted, isn't it? On the Dr. William Connor on the pasture. They shouldn't be in the. They shouldn't be over there. I've seen people there, one or two.
They could be over there, but the kite can.
But as Wanga said, the kite ain't going that high.
No, because the amount of string on the wheel.
But before we used to get some good wind. Last year had some good breeze. But a couple years ago, it used to be just hot and nothing happening. And the kite them, the poor kite them can't go nowhere.
You're running with the kite. Nothing.
And then
again, it all depends on your loop that you put on your
tugging
Yeah.
loop, rising loop,
They got rising loop and
lapping
tugging
loop.
and
You know
lapping.
what a lapping loop is?
No, I have no idea.
The kite turn on the back.
Uh-huh.
So instead of where you're holding and the loop is in front of you, it turns on the back, called lapping. It laps.
So there's an art in getting it up in the air besides running with the kite.
You
That's all
have to
I
have
know.
the right, the loop.
Because it was shaped like this.
Yeah. If it kind of like she used to fly kite morning.
My father made sure, and I had a box kite.
Okay then. Good morning.
You know what a box kite is made out of?
Where's your market? Morning.
Okay, good morning.
Mm.
The problem with the kite what I in today is that the wind is coming long before Easter on Good Friday. You notice that?
It seems so.
See what we had last week? Man, wind blowing as if it's a real hurricane. And by the time Good Friday, we ain't got no wind. So that is the problem we have with kite now.
But
Right?
hey, wait there, wait. I'm trying to take you serious here. But it ain't happening here.
Well, what do you mean by that?
Because
Who is it? If he ain't Belgian, who is it?
Okay.
Well, that woman, I know, she plays with me. She was talking about I'm not Belgian.
Well, I don't know. Is that Jasmine say you're not Belgian?
Boy, I'm Belgian. God bless me. Anyhow, tell boy out that you want one t-shirt like that, and tell one that I need a whole ball of ital by next week. All right. And go have a nice day, man. I can get out here right now.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's better. God bless you, not God blind me.
Okay. Yeah, I know somebody named Everett Freeman. You know about Central Bank. Yeah, no, Everett Freeman, yeah. Everett, okay. Well, sir, he catch me already. Man, think so. You know who I mean, right?
Yeah, his
Yeah.
father was George.
Joe Freeman. Yeah, his son, one of his sons. Yeah.
Okay.
He retired?
Okay.
One time I saw on the air I was working from like 3
Uncle Joe.
and I was going down to like 9:30 or something. So I said, boy, I could need some breakfast. He do some saltfish and bring it for me, Pear and saltfish and the whole works, I was like, what?
That's nice.
Well done, He said, I do cook all the time. I said, boy, stop playing a boy. The boy just, he catch me. He good for true. But you remember his dad, Joe? Taxi man.
Uncle Joe.
Famous taxi man, Yeah, famous taxi
They
man.
were my neighbors, yeah.
He used to,
Down in the thing,
in the
yeah.
garden,
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
garden, yeah.
He used to walk out here when my mother was the cook around you.
Yeah, Uncle Joe.
Yeah.
Well, I had to drive on Good Friday. Somebody telling me that I might have to drive on Good Friday.
To see the kite.
Yeah, because it's big. My pastor wanted to go. She said, nobody want to fly kite. I said, let me go, Pastor. We ain't gone. She said, next year we can plan and we're going to fly kite.
But it was a good place to use to fly kites also? In the cane fields, because during that time, a lot of the cane fields used to be cut down.
Mm-hmm.
And you were able to do that.
In the cane field?
Yeah, then no more cane fields.
I know. Me always thinking, yeah.
You see,
I'm telling you.
You be calling them when you think about them like that. You be calling them.
Because I called one
And you-
home the other night.
Okay, see there you go.
They're playing to full right now.
I just send that message to the family and so.
I actually
born
walked
Don't
on
come
the
in
thing
here.
and freaked out.
Not coming, yeah. I'm telling you. Radio Market, good morning.
When the sugar cane was going on in very back in after the time and so, when you see them cut down, Good Friday, we take the field. You see the field, you see we try to tell Jack in Kayan, or Cabbage Hill, man, if you want, you see people in the field when empty. Nobody has to go like before now, man.
Okay.
When I was shopping, it's tissue paper,
Mm.
the own paper.
The tissue paper, yeah.
Kayan about 10 shops. And all the shops, they must sell tissue paper.
Mm-hmm.
And all kind of man make coins. Why they make coins now?
I know.
Like they do coins now, man.
All right. They're buying ready-made kite. But you know this guy Clovis is to teach people to make kites.
Yeah.
In Dr. William Conant, the primary schools, he was teaching people to make kites. Yeah. And then, okay, so we have the kite. That's Good Friday. All these things happen on Good Friday. Easter Monday now we have the famous aquatic sports.
That ham.
Who was the originator of that?
Wasn't Mr. Henderson?
I think
Basil
so.
Henderson,
Yeah.
Basil.
Yeah. Mhm.
And yeah, no.
You know what? I have
the
a
doctor
bulletin
is in
board
control,
item,
yeah.
and it says the 68th edition of the aquatic sports. 68, you know?
Yeah.
Wow. That's a long time.
Long time. Yeah.
That used to be huge.
I'm telling you.
That used to be huge. I used
they
to
have
go.
the crowd now still, yeah.
And then, yeah, because I got boxing and so.
Boxing?
Yeah, they got boxing here. Watch them in the ring. And
But
They got boxing, Gilly
been
Bed.
long though, because in my time you used to have boat race and, you know.
But that's what they're saying. They're saying that, but man, if it can happen. But before, yeah, people were really involved in that, though.
Yeah, quite,
That was a big thing. We used to go down, and it used to be behind the treasury, ain't it?
Yes.
Yeah, behind the treasury, it used to be.
On that pier.
Mm.
Because that
It
was
was-
before Ports Arthur.
Yeah.
To the break of Irish Town.
Yeah.
Go right down? I thought it was just stationary in front of the treasury.
No, they used to have
Yeah, but most of the time.
Yeah.
I mean, they used to swim down and so, but I mean, like, yeah. Radio Market, morning.
Sister Jazzy has come back with the phone size 762
762
4749.
1 minute. 762, you say?
762 4749.
4749?
Yes.
All right, got you covered.
And it's in chaos, obviously. Okay?
Okay, no problem.
And the mail box then it's full, so clean them out. You cannot leave no message.
Okay, no problem. Okay.
Bye-bye.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so that's the phone play. The lady, she says it's 347-788-2869 and the local number 762-4749. Okay? So if you're interested. Yes. So the aquatic sports, and it is the going for the ham was the biggest thing, ain't it? Going across under pole, the greasy pole. To get a ham.
That was the
That was
culmination
the culmination of the whole thing. But now we come like it's the boxing here.
But they have added an addition to that
Mhm.
part of it, you know, where you're climbing the pole.
Mhm.
I think there's some kind of monetary $300, I think,
at the top.
at the top.
At the top?
Yeah. So not only you're walking,
Like a lot more than $300.
I tell you, for me to go top of me and climb
climbing
pole.
that, you know.
It'll take a lot more than that for me to come
go up
slide
with-
down. For me to go up to go slide down.
You drop on the sand.
Ah.
The other one you drop in the water,
Mhm.
but this one you drop on the sand.
You got the same expression.
You ain't going down there.
Good- I ain't got nothing.
I ain't going up there.
I ain't going up there. Good morning, Radio Market.
Good morning, Jazzy. I'm looking some farm play. If anybody have farm play to rent, I'm looking to rent.
Oh, to rent. But I don't know if the lady has to rent. You can call the number 762 4749. Okay?
4749.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
It's better buying them than renting them.
He say he want rent, so.
Cheap for 100.
When he go over, he go work it out.
And then
And
you
see.
could turn around and rent them. You don't really need them.
I mean, understand the different types of board and so me, you know. What is sheet work and what is farm plying? It's for what?
For decking, when you're going.
It's a
going
rough
upstairs.
farm apply.
It separate the first floor from the second floor. That's where the concrete pour on.
Oh.
To make the ceiling.
And then you pull it
And
out.
then you take it down.
Oh.
Then you have a finished ply.
Okay, but can you use it for other things? Like, can you use it to?
Yeah. It's the most commonly used ply.
Mm-hmm. It could use to make cupboards and such like?
Yeah.
It could, yeah,
Could.
but you got to put a lot of work into it because it's rough. So to get it
Mhm.
finished, you got to sand a lot, and
We got to do some serious class. We got in here, you know. We got baking, we got painting, and we got construction thing going on. Yeah, and different types of painting, you know. You got the painting with the cake and the making, and then you have the painting with the and the painting. Yeah, we got things going on here.
But lady man,
And
listen,
the water, you know.
Jazz, you know what I want to share with you though? And is that on Monday,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be doing a taping of an interview for ZIZ. They have this program that comes on.
Cook up, the cook up?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So looking forward, kind of little, excited about it.
Yeah, that's nice.
Kind of looking forward to it.
You haven't put on your glasses?
I'm thinking about it.
Okay.
Yeah, I have to.
Good morning, Radio Market.
Good morning, Radio Market. Just one note that palm ply is not recommended for cupboards and so on.
It's not, but you could use it.
Because they attract wood lice very easily.
Oh, okay.
But there's
And so one
treatment
would,
that you could use
Mm-hmm.
to
right,
prevent
one would,
wood lice.
Okay.
one would rather use the
finished
ply or even T111.
Okay.
Or even what?
T111. All them name they got me by the breath, you know. What you got in a bad boy?
You could use the farm play.
And don't forget, I'm a mason. I took a masonry course.
There you go.
I like plumbing. I took a plumbing course. I like plumbing, but man, put my hand in the toilet. But I like plumbing. I'll do the PVC pipe and all of that, then so. But I did a plumbing course
It's
too.
more expensive than the farm play. So what if your pocket can't buy
Exactly,
it, you know?
yeah.
Mhm.
Just use it.
The farm ply and treat it.
Treat it.
Okay. Okay. Interesting.
By the time the wood lice finish eating it, you could afford to
rebuild.
You could afford to rebuild.
But of late, a lot of people been doing concrete cupboards.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh,
yeah.
Why is a concrete cupboard?
Like even with
build them out of concrete.
And then so what they do is how they put on the doors on the concrete
The doors you use farm play. I mean, you use the finished play. But the
to
cupboard
put around, like to make the
For the doors. But the rest of it is
the rest of it
concrete.
is concrete.
Okay.
Especially where you're having water, like sinks and stuff like that. Kitchen countertop.
But remember, that's what we grew up with in Navy Street. We had the whole kitchen was stone.
Yeah.
The oven and everything was stone, and the sinks and everything. We should
Yeah.
have kept that.
I know, right?
Up to the overhead cupboards now, going in concrete.
But after a while, the board became a big style. And everybody was switching to the knock out the concrete and put in this. Yeah. Oh boy. Okay. We continue. It's Radio Market and we're doing fine. Let me just go over the list because we got a good amount of things on the list, you know. We ain't doing too bad today.
After a slow start.
After a slow start. I like it. But in the meantime, I get your minds because we did the we ain't done with the aquatic sports.
Remember you said you was going to feature something about the first PM.
Oh yes, today is Sir Kennedy Alphonse's birthday and Ronnie Rascal MH Medal of Honor.
Okay.
Birthday as well. Yes, and
Birthday to you, boy.
yes. And Sir Kennedy was a doctor. It's amazing. The majority of prime ministers are doctors,
they
eh?
seem to,
Yeah. And I always wonder how they make the transition because they had such nice hearts. When you're a doctor, you got this kind of heart. You can't, because you got to be among. I can't be a nurse and say, you know. Me can't be a doctor. I can't be because I'll ball all the time. One of the balling can be happening for me. If it is a ball of cheese, so she can ball
I
straight.
went to in Montreal years ago. I had an appointment at a hospital, and I was gonna get the job, you know. Stepped in there and it was a children's hospital. And they walk across with a child in a wheelchair. I had such a ball. They just put me in a taxi and tell me, miss,
Going and work. Yeah.
I ball.
Advertisement on TV that got me balling me like to see the St. Jude ads. Because they said God didn't want children to be sick.
Yeah, I feel you.
You know that he thing. So man, but to be a doctor, remember we used to go by him for the vaccination. I think I got me thing here, my hand still, you know. Remember we used to go by Dr. Simmons for vaccination. He was where he was located.
Don't Rosemary.
That ain't the one me know.
Oh, he used to be over Dorset somewhere too.
That ain't the one I know either. Me sure we went up some steps on Keon Street.
Up some steps on Keon Street.
Me sure we went up some steps up there one
I
time.
remember him being down New Street, I think, at one point. Was he?
I believe I went up on the opposite side of the floor. I think his what his name used to be in there after a while. Johnny Williams in that area there. Me sure we went up some steps there to Dr. Simmons.
Might be, but I can't remember.
Fosbury was upstairs
Johnny
seating.
They used to live upstairs of that.
I went up there ready for by a doctor, Miss Sure.
Johnny Williams
and Kayan Street.
That's in front of Sonia Car.
Round there. Yeah, we went up. Let me go ask somebody. Come, we went up there for an injection already. Saying hi to Carl Astafan. He listening. Nice to hear you, Carl, and Candy and Lauren. Okay. Good morning, Radio Market. Sorry, good morning, Radio Market. Hello. Morning. Morning. Good morning, Radio Market. Hello. Okay.
Is it not working?
Yeah, it is. Just let me, for those of, sorry, but I can't do anything about the phone. The phone has to make a sound to ring. A nice sound loud and is one of, but like, remember we in transition, right? So we're using Good Morning Radio Market.
Jazzy.
Hey.
Man, you are quite correct. Dr. Simmons' office was really across the road for a large bookshop.
Yeah.
Where the Spanish people got a little boutique in there now.
A little
bit. You had to climb them over the step to go up and see right there he was. Okay, so you're quite correct. Man, you got a good memory, You must use a lot of phosphorine.
He said I use a lot of phosphorine. Thank you. Oh my gosh. He lived on Rosemary Lane. He grew up on, but didn't he live in Navy Street at one point?
I don't know him living in Navy Street, but I know, because his relationship with my mother and your mother, I think at one point he used to come there and eat while he was going to grammar school, and his mother had gone to QSO or something that he used to eat by us.
Okay. So yeah, I was telling you all, right, with the phone, in order for me to see it ringing, I have to put on the ringer. Unfortunately, it's in transit, getting ready to go over to a state-of-the-art studio, so I can't turn down the phone. It's one of them old phones, the back in the day phones. So I can't turn down the ringer. I might be able to, but let me look and see by then, okay? Hi, good morning, Radio Market.
Good morning.
Yes.
Now, Johnny Williams had a shoe store downstairs. Simmons was upstairs.
Okay.
He was in street. He was also in your street.
Yes, he was in your street. I could remember that.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah, they had the shoe store downstairs.
So that mean the Belgian have it wrong then?
He white, he said. The Belgian white.
The Belgian said he was.
He said some Spanish people there now.
Well, which part of the Spanish people is white now is not which part Johnny Williams.
Johnny Williams.
Yeah, Johnny Williams had his shoe store up where.
We part Crucial Bank he had
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, so that's between the block on Kayon's 4th Street and Rosemary Lane.
Yeah.
No,
that's within that block.
Between Rosemary Lane
and the square.
Street, yeah.
Okay.
Where John and they used to live upstairs, that same building.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
So I remember going up there for a vaccination.
The Belgian is saying that on the top of Rosemary Lane, which Spanish people, no, it's not.
Yeah, no problem.
It's like in the middle of the block. In the middle of the block.
Yeah.
Where John and them used to live upstairs.
Okay.
You all remember how hard this vaccination and the injection was?
No, the vaccination wasn't hard.
I think they used to scrape you.
They used to scrape you with the vaccination.
You always ended up with either fever.
Yeah, and your hand used to be bump up. Yeah.
Because
and there still is.
Look, you would have to get the fever because what they actually was doing was putting the actual disease into you to get you immune.
Yeah, but I still think that we were testing ground for them. Your hand just used to fall down. For about 3 days, you can't lift up your hand.
We still is
Oh, but the vaccination was necessary to go away, right?
Yeah.
Everybody had to be vaccinated in order to leave. But how come they don't give the vaccination anymore?
Yeah.
Yeah, but they don't give it anymore, though. Do they give children vaccinations still to go away? I don't think they give it anymore.
Because like if you're going to Africa and these places, like
you'll have to be vaccinated.
Series shots and
Okay. So yes, so he was in Rosemary Lane, Keon Street. You said he was in Dorset too? Where?
I remember going to him somewhere in Dorset once. I could
I think so. Up the same road which
by Marcel and them, yeah.
Giving a rather.
On the other
By
side.
BYC?
Yeah.
I think presently right now,
I went
Butler.
to him there.
I think Butler is in that same building.
Morning, Radio Market. Morning. Okay, well, some guy insurance.
Anyway, Dr. Simmons, happy birthday to you.
Good morning,
Happy
Radio
birthday,
Market.
You might see Michelle. I'm going with today.
Hello.
Just a minute.
Hello, Radio Market.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Most of the vaccinations are done in antenatal clinics, so that by the time you're ready to go away, you don't have to go and do a vaccination.
He said most of the vaccinations are done in antenatal care now.
Oh, I
so by
see.
the time ready to go away, you don't have to do any. Okay, thank you.
All right.
Thank you. Do you hear me glad? We have some scholars on Radio Market. I love it, you know. I love it. I love it. I love it. We got a nice university going here, you know. Yeah. And then, but then he, so he was at Dorset all the time after that, or he moved again?
I can't say all the time, but I think, I know I went to him at Dorset.
Yeah, I can remember that.
Okay. Good morning, Radio Market.
Probably he was there getting close to Westbourne Gotch, you know. Dr. Oden used to be in that force. I think Simmons was in it too.
Where?
Right on Keon Street, just before you hit Westbourne Gotch, going to head into Greenland.
Really? Where that was? At the end?
Yes, yes, to the end here.
That's where the building is that is signed for sale, but nobody in that.
Yeah, just about somebody, but the Chinese, facing the Chinese and thing there.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I think he was there. He and Dr. Oden.
Oh, Dr. Oden.
Dr. Oden.
Who is Dr. Oden?
Owen Oden. That was Uncle Frankel's friend.
He used to live in Canada. Trevor Oden, father.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay. So if he was down by Westbourne Gut, may I remember, was he ever on Market Street though?
I don't
ever
remember that.
on Market Street?
I don't remember him being on Market Street.
No. So it was Rosemary Lane, Keon Street, Dorset. But none of you remember the one by Westbourne Gut.
I don't know. So it could be, you know.
Was he like, okay. So he did, that was a big thing though back then, the vaccination thingy but then I understand what the King was saying just now in terms of the antenatal care and getting, but we got things too. We used to get with tetanus injection. And we got for measles and mumps and rubella, and so we got that. Because right now there's an outbreak in the States with that.
Well, because some people have decided that they're anti-vax or whatever they call themselves, and it's a chance they take for their kids.
Yeah.
And then you have a kid dying when you could have possibly avoided that, and I find that. But that's just my opinion.
Yes.
You know, another one we used to always be reminded about tetanus.
Yeah. Because you're getting nail dig somewhere.
That's what I'm saying. During the summer, that's it.
No nail gonna dig you at some point.
That's the first thing I tell your family. That you don't know it's injection, tetanus.
I used to like to go mums though, for one thing, you know.
You ain't going to school?
No, I eat the potato.
Oh, you like to put it in. Why you would like to go? Mums is so hard.
Well, I mean, you're going to school. And then at the same time, when the potato put on your mom, you're eating it.
I still ain't like.
Reason.
But he's a boy.
So you mean you couldn't
He's a man.
No,
we don't get it
to cost. Potato in that time, you can cost
you money.
Yeah.
You ain't got no money to buy no potato.
He's a boy.
You ain't got no money to buy no potato. You better
everybody had potato.
But how you gonna get it?
But some of us ain't had access to it, you know.
You gonna ask them potato?
Difficult was, but them days everybody was growing something somewhere, so you know you're going next door and getting a potato.
But then to process it now, to get it baked and stuff.
Yeah, because you can light the fire and then.
God help me, please. Deliver me from Wango right now.
Charlie, but remember we used to put the potato them in the underneath in the coal pot.
Yeah.
The fuel hole.
It's in the fuel hole.
The fuel hole.
Cecilia says hi to all of you.
Cecilia.
Yeah, good
Morning.
I made a mistake when I called the last time. I mentioned antenatal clinic. It's actually postnatal clinic.
Postnatal.
After the baby is born.
Yes,
right?
yes.
Then parents have to go to the health center, and it is an indication of the phenomenal work that is done in our primary healthcare facilities, the health centers all around St. Kitts and Nevis. We have attained a pretty high standard in that regard.
Yeah. Yes, I. Thank you, the King. Yes, he is correct. Okay. Good morning, Radio Market.
Hi, yes, good morning. I have 2 blue barrels to sell.
Okay.
The information is 664.
For how much? How much? How much for that?
$70. 70.
$70?
Yes.
And what's the number you said?
664. 1528.
1528.
Yes.
Got you covered.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Yes. So Wanga was glad for moms to eat the potato.
And then not to go school to
Yeah.
But me glad for the moms
not going to
school.
Because moms is so
I
hot.
did not want mums.
You couldn't even open your mouth properly.
And there were so many of us in that house on Navy Street that once somebody get it,
everybody
it's running through the entire.
Spreading, right.
So you know you're getting it.
And my mother was a good doctor. Once one get it, she got it right there.
I'm telling you, right? I'm telling you. But we used to place a hand together and everybody. You know, I didn't grow up with Yvette and them, so me, no. I was the little girl who did round.
I'm so happy that she admits
Right?
it because sometimes you hear her talking. and
So
you think,
Shadow, Matty was right.
Yeah.
No, Marty was not
Matty
right.
was right.
What I'm saying is that me grew up with them because I had done gone away and saw like Spencer leaving 74. When you left Yvette, 71. 70 Yvette left.
Marty, make it your business to come look first, yeah.
Yeah, but Marty, you know what he's saying. I used to play. I talking about my baby days playing with Azzy and Miss Eva Chewen and Miss Moses. You know, the different Melda and them, Lacey and Paulette and Bugs and them. Them was me. You know, so
didn't play with Melda, you play with
not with Melda. I play with Ingrid, Paulette, Nigel.
She was the 3rd generation
Exactly.
person.
Cameron Wilkinson.
Yeah, Cameron.
And his brother Errol and Uzakuza. Uzakuza was bigger. Right. Uzakuza was the bigger one. And me and Cameron.
2nd generation then.
And Jennifer Francis and them is who I play with.
Uzakuza just passed the other day.
Yeah, he passed, yeah. Yes, and them is who I grew up with, playing with. But then Yvette them were bigger.
Right.
You know? But Yvette them come from away and so.
I came from away once, and I want to carry Jasmine downtown with me. And the lady tell me, she ain't going because I ain't even yanking.
Yeah, you went and she come back and talking like normal.
Disappointed.
Yeah, very disappointed.
I used to lose my accent.
I think I
And
know
Miss
you.
Jasmine said, "Man, go in, you ain't yanking."
No.
Yeah, you need to hear.
Use her prized possession. How could you not do that?
How she can look the part and ain't
acting
talking?
the part.
She look like she come from away, but she ain't talking like she come from. It can't happen. Can't happen.
Don't open your mouth.
Can't happen. Can't happen.
Exactly. Don't talk.
Oh my gosh! So Easter.
And she didn't come, you know. That little girl did not come with me.
Because you're Yankee.
No, that was significant when I say I want with my friends. I'm here, you know. Yeah.
1 month in New York and she got Yankee dog.
Okay, this is a guy called Terrence. Terrence may know your surname, but Terrence want to know if you knew his uncle Yvette. He had name. She said he said if you remember Sam, that was his father on Seaton Street.
Terrence who? What's his name?
Terrence, what your surname is?
Oh, he was on the other side from Carmen and them.
Who is Carmen?
He was on the side closer to the gut. He was on Seaton. They were on Seaton Street
On the
other side going to the gut.
Opposite Methodist.
Carmen was on the side going towards the park.
Mhm.
They were on the side going towards the gut.
Oh, so that was in between.
Bowie was in the
The middle section to
No,
go.
in the first thing was Carmen Bowie in a 2-story
Yeah,
house.
two-story wooden.
And then
Yeah,
there were
yeah.
like 2 or 3 other houses, and they would have been in one of those.
Okay, so let me go back.
That was my photographer, yeah.
So-
in that same house right in there.
So he wasn't between Victoria Road and Navy Street.
No, he was between Navy Street,
Navy Street and the gut.
Yeah.
So Mr. Frank used to live there.
The ex-chief of police.
That's long after. Yeah.
Afterwards.
See? And Clinton and he brought Clinton and them is who? And Ashy.
Okay. And,
Ashford Frank.
And the
Yeah.
Wallens right on the
The
corner.
Wallens are there now. On the corner
No, the
is
Wallens
not on the corner, they're in the middle. Yeah, there's the second. Good morning, Radio Market.
Good morning, Jazzy D. Wanga and everyone. that is-
Yes.
Good morning.
Good morning.
What all about the vaccination was all about the different diseases them that was going in our days, which is hard boil, sugar in your food, and mumps and all these things. That is why we've been vaccinated from children and them time coming up. So the vaccination is very important. They still does it, as the guy said, they still vaccinate children before they leave the country to go elsewhere.
All right, thank you. But main thing, they had a sugar vaccination. You think they had a sugar vaccination and a what? Sugar and hard boiled back. But if because the amount of hard boiled people used to go on at summer. Summer, because it's the amount of playing that you do, you know.
Where I figured that the hard boiled on the arm used to come from, a lot of people use the roll-on. But the roll-on and the other one that's very hard on your arm. So before when you're using roll-on, you need to start it first, but because it gets dry on the top.
Well, let me tell you, never mind.
And you're rubbing, but you're rubbing it on, and that's constantly irritating under there.
Yeah, deodorants and their antiperspirants.
Yes.
I remember at maybe 12 or 13 years old, because Dr. Kelsick was always my mother's doctor. And Dr. Kelsick told me, you use deodorant, you understand? Don't use antiperspirant. He said the antiperspirant stops you from
breathing,
from the perspiring.
And I never forgot it.
Mm-hmm.
To this day, I do not use antiperspirants because Dr. Kelsick told me.
But it's true.
Kelsick said it.
Yeah.
That is it.
But it sounds true. It is true.
Told me, don't use antiperspirant. Use deodorants, and I use deodorants.
Comments?
Just before, I have a little correction here from especially our monitor person, Julie. She said, when someone subscribes to you on YouTube channel, they won't automatically get notified every time you post a new video unless they also click the notification bell next to the subscribe button.
Okay.
So that's very important. Remember that little bell, that notification bell? Press it.
Okay.
Thanks, Julie.
Okay, so Tewan said he's a Francis, Tewan's Francis, and his mother's name, Liliana.
Okay. I don't remember the name.
She don't remember Liliana. Tewan's, but he listening.
Okay. I don't remember her name.
Okay.
But I would probably have been calling her Miss Fancy because I couldn't call her Liliana.
No, you're crazy, no?
Couldn't be so fresh.
Nobody could have called nobody by as the teachers and stuff.
So I would not have known her first name.
Yeah, just a teacher, Miss whatever, you know. You can't just say Miss, you know.
Don't put hands
Teacher, Miss, and teacher, Mistress Philip.
You doing and you see them coming down the street,
You're straightening up. I'm telling you, frightened bad. Cause you know. Because but then you see the parents thought that the teachers were always right, you know. So if a teacher just tell the parent anything, they ain't care what they say. They're telling you, it's a teacher, you got to behave, you know. But I mean, not today, you know. Oh, you don't tell me child nothing. Yeah. Yeah, because that was something else. I mean, if I used to wonder how they get the message Then I got no cell phone. They ain't got no phone that they walking around with. And when you reach home, they telling you, you know.
Long grass got you, you know.
Before you reach home, they know.
They know.
No phone. I don't know.
No phone. And when you reach home, they're telling you,
It's like
so you was
somebody
down
used
the
to run
road.
it
Yeah.
To tell them, jeez.
It's like, I believe that it's true, you know.
And we used to say, "You too fast."
Looking out for you, they won't care.
Boy, me mothers, when you reach home, they tell you your jep's bad, and they're telling you. Well, if at that morning was down the road talking and something, and you want to know, well, how they know?
I nearly drove one time, you know, take up my mother keys, went down the post office. I want to go fishing. I take up the keys, say go in post office box. Went over, Mr. Hurley go boil line, gone down the beg of fishing. A man walk coming in the police start to run people. I almost drowned, come home, ain't tell my mother nothing. Mr. Jenkins tell me all I used to be neighbors in New Street, eh?
And then they could pick you out, you know, because you know you had the different color to you.
Cause the little black one.
You see
Your girl is coming and going, eh?
When my mother couldn't start to think back, she said, no wonder I can't find the keys. My licks.
Well, your little one, the little black one.
The little black one.
Well, we out of time, you know. Imagine we reach 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
It's 12 o'clock.
5 minutes to.
Yeah.
Oh, it's 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
Let me go back over the list of names, the list of things we have, and then we finish, okay? So we have pigs for sale, $200 EC. That does not mean Wanga at all. 664-6892. Farm ply, 100 EC. For the ply?
A sheet.
Yeah, a sheet. Okay, a sheet. 347-788-2869 or 762-4749. Adult Pampers and pull-ons, $35 for all. 661-7879. And mahogany drawers, $400 negotiable. 661-7879. You have an air fryer, a new air fryer, $400 EC. 662-7058. 165-inch smart Samsung TV for $1,300 EC. 665-2838. And an ice cream maker, 160 EC. Same number, 665-2838. One portable power plane, $350, 660-3900. And 2 blue barrels, $70 each, 664-1528. Well, Yvette, see you later. You hear? Safe flight. Anything last words, guys?
Well, likewise for me, I always say it's always been a pleasure to come here. I look forward every Saturday to come to do this, share whatever little knowledge I have, and to gain whatever little knowledge I can. I just want to reach out and touch fans, whether internet, radio, TV. Without you, we couldn't do it. So just want to say have a good weekend, and I'm out.
And Yvette, leaving, so.
Well, thank you everyone for tolerating me for the last few weeks. It was a joy. And God willing, I'll be listening from Toronto. And when I come again, I hope everyone stays well, is blessed. God bless us all.
Thank you.
But Yvette, that was good, and we were glad to have you here.
Thank you.
And you talk about your mouth being dangerous, but I didn't think so. It was welcome, and I think that you did an excellent job.
I just behaved.
We wish you a safe passage through where you're going.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah, see you later.
There you go.
We out. Because you know you're coming back. Yeah. Okay. Tony says hi from St. Croix.
Okay.
Yeah, alrighty. So we are out. God bless you all. See you next week if it is God's will. The major newscast is up next, sponsored by Development Bank.